Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the Roborock Qrevo Curv S5X and the Roborock Qrevo Edge S5A. Now both of these robot vacuum cleaners will vacuum and mop your house at the same time. They both have a clean water tank and a dirty water tank. It's just the design of the base station's a little bit different, but these things have so much in common. One thing they have in common is they took the camera away. They do not have a camera on the front. Now they do have reactive AI sensors that will help. It uses kind of like lasers to avoid objects, but there is no camera. So if you're worried about privacy, both of these ones took away the cameras on the front. So both of them are going to vacuum your house, and they're going to come back to the base station, and then it has an auto empty system that's going to empty out the vacuum into a dust bag. They're just in a different spot. On the Curv, it's back here in the back. You just lift that little gray thing up and replace it. Clean water tanks and dirty water tanks, even though they kind of look different, they are the same size. There is no solution tank, so if you want to add a little bit of floor clean solution, you add the Roborock solution right to the clean water tank each time. Now I love that both of these robots have LiDAR navigation. It does a really good job of mapping your house. They both use the same Roborock app. In there you can put no-go zones, put it on a schedule. Very nice. Again, there's the sensor. They both have a bumper on the front. Now they both have this flexible arm that can go in the corner and clean. They have a sensor on the side that helps with detecting when it's up against the wall, because they can both extend their mop pads to clean right next to the wall. Dust bins are identical. They both have the same filter that you are going to have to change once in a while and clean. Again, they both have spinning mop pads, and they both have an internal water tank. The base station is going to fill the internal water tank up, and they spray water on top of the mop pads to keep them wet, because the mop pads have to capture the dirt off the floor. Then the robot's going to take it back to the base station, and these get cleaned with hot water. There's where it can extend the mop pad, and there's where the water comes out to keep them wet. Both of them have, you can program it from 1 to 30 levels of wetness for the mop pads. And I do think that keeping the mop pads on that higher level of wetness helps clean your floors a little bit better. They both have a split, they call it a dual divide brush roller. As the long hairs go into the vacuum, they're not going to wrap around the brush roller. They're going to get directed to the center and go down between that split. That's very nice. There's the drive wheels. They both have a carpet sensor. They can sense carpet and lift the mop pads, 10 millimeters. That's very nice. There's the side brush you can extend. Drive wheels, fall off sensors. And this wheel lifts, or this wheel just spins free. It doesn't lift. This does not have chassis lift. It can go over a small threshold, about 3/4 of an inch, not much higher than that though, because it can't lift its body to go over a threshold. Here's the port where it's going to fill the clean water tank up on the inside with water. Here's where it auto empties everything out. They both have the same dock station. It's called Dock Station 3.0. They wash the mops with hot water, and they dry them afterwards with hot air. This one's just kind of down in there a ways because it kind of hides the robot when it's docked, but it's very easy to clean. You just grab it. They also self-clean. So when it's back there washing the mop pads, these little scrapers are turning with these little motors right here to help clean this docking station. That's super nice. So when the robot comes back to the base station, say it mopped your kitchen and the mop pad has some dirt in the mop pads, it's going to come back. It's going to put hot water down here. It's going to spin the mop pads, and then it's going to suck the dirty water up this tube right here when it's installed like this. It's going to suck the dirty water up into the dirty water tank. It's going to pass through a sensor. And if that water that's being sucked up is dirtier than normal, it tells the robot, go back and remop where you just came. It's dirtier than normal. So that's called a remopping event. That's all automatic. Now you do have to turn that on in the app, but once it's turned on, it will always remop an area that it sees is too dirty. Both docking stations have that sensor. It's called the Dirt Detect sensor. Both docks do have fast charging, and you can do the fast charging at night if you'd like. Okay, we're going to see how the Roborock Qrevo Edge S5A mops up these muddy paw prints. It's got a mop pad that it can extend to get right next to the wall. Okay, I got the water wetness turned all the way up. Wow, it's doing a good job. Now we'll get a little bit of smearing, but it's going to take those mop pads back to the base station and wash them. and then hopefully we'll get a remopping event. The base station's got a sensor in it that's gonna tell it the place you just came from was really dirtier than normal. Go back and remop. All right, not too bad for the first pass. Okay, so it's done cleaning this room, but we're hoping it's gonna get a remopping event. We want it to come back here and remop this area. I could have had it do 2 passes, but I want to verify this remopping. So it's going to go back to the base station. It's going to wash those mop pads with hot water, and again, suck the dirty water up into the dirty water tank. And the water will pass through a sensor inside the base station, and it'll tell the robot, go back and remop that area you just came from. Here's the Roborock app. The little icon shows me that it's washing the mop. It even tells me that it's washing the mop. Okay, I'm really excited. We got a remopping event. So I only told it to do 1 pass, but it cleaned the mop pads and said, I need to go do another pass. So it did leave a little bit of mud. Hopefully it's gonna get it on the second pass. And the second pass is gonna go perpendicular to the first pass. And this is called a remopping event. I really like that feature. All right, here we go. Yeah, and again, I've got this mopping only. It's not vacuuming. You could have it vacuum and mop at the same time. Wow, that's really good. Excellent job. And then when it finishes with this, it'll go back to the base station, wash the mop pads one last time, and then dry them, ready to go for the next time. Okay, it's all done. This floor looks really clean now. Okay, let's see how the Roborock Curv S5X is going to clean up these muddy paw prints. It can extend the side mop right up against the wall. Okay, it's going to start cleaning these muddy paw prints. Wow, it's doing a really good job. I got it on its maximum wetness level. The robot has an internal water tank and it's spraying water down on top of the mop pad. That spinning mop pad has to capture the mud and take it back to the base station and get washed off. Wow, it's doing a good job. Yeah, it's doing a good job getting this floor clean. And at the end of the job, it's going to go back to the base station, wash the mop pads, and the base station has a sensor in it. If the water that is being sucked up into the dirty water tank has too much dirt in it, it's going to tell the robot, go back and remop where you just came from. That floor is dirtier than normal. So the first pass, it cleaned this way. Now it's going to go back and clean this way for its second pass. I really like in the app, we can see exactly where it's cleaning and where it is in live time. Okay, so it finished mopping that floor. It's going to go back and wash the mop pads.
To wash the mop.
This takes about 2 minutes. I must say, it did an excellent job. There might be a little bit in the crevice, but we'll see if we get a remopping event. Okay, looks like we're getting a second cleaning. So it's called a remopping event. It's going to go back and remop the same area where that mud was. So if we did get a little bit of smearing, the second mopping is going to get all of that smearing. This did an excellent job of mopping, and I love that remopping. the dock told the robot that it needed to go remop where it just came from. Okay, let's see how the Roborock Qrevo Edge S5A does in the corner. It can extend that side brush, wow. And the mop pad. So it's doing a really good job of vacuuming and mopping at the same time. I did try this cable on the ground and it did run it over. So the optical avoidance for cables is not very good, but we're going to try it on that little taller Lego toy. So it looks like it did sense that toy, and it is going to go around it. Yeah, it's doing a good job of getting everything it missed from before. So it did leave a little bit. That was only one pass. I could have it do 2 passes where it would go the opposite direction the next time, and I think it would get this floor. Okay, let's see how the Roborock Qrevo Curv S5X cleans this carpet. Now it does have a carpet sensor built in, and it can raise its mop pads whenever it senses carpet. So you could have it mop this floor and vacuum at the same time. I've got it on just vacuum only right now. Wow, it's doing a good job vacuuming. That is an excellent job of vacuuming. Wow, it's doing a good job, and I've got it. It's going to do 2 passes, but it's getting almost everything on the first pass. I mean, there's a few hairs left and a few crumbs, but we'll see how it does on the second pass. All right, here it is going the other way now. Yeah, we can verify it has been doing a good job of cleaning.
Dust bin removed.
Wow, look at. Okay, other than appearance, I don't see anything that's different. I might be missing something, and let me know if I am in the comments, but I mean, it's just the appearance. You know, this one does look a little nicer. It's, you know, the robot is down there. This looks nice up against the wall, where this kind of looks industrial with the tanks, and the robot sticks out. But these vacuums are identical, and you can save some money because of that. This one is usually $100 to $200 cheaper. Right now, the Curv S5X is $1,000 to $1,200. This one is $900 to I think $1,100. Yeah, I got them both. I bought both these with my own money. You can see they both have adjusted head sticker seal of approval. This video I did a little bit different. I didn't include very detailed, specific videos on them. These, I have detailed videos on both of them. Actually, I have the first look right now, working on the detailed, but trust me when I say these are going to be excellent robots. What I'm doing now is I'm just verifying the obstacle avoidance. It's actually pretty good. I was expecting it to be really bad, but they've upgraded that. That's not like a standard Qrevo, like an S or something. It does have a little bit better sensor up there. It doesn't have chassis lift. So I do have, here's the original. That one there is the original Curv. It's about $200, $300 more. That's the original Edge. Those are identical except for appearance. So if you're concerned about privacy, I think you can save some money. You can save about $200 or $300 just by getting the ones without the camera. And I do like the cameras on the other ones. I do like that it takes pictures of the obstacle. That way I know what it's, you know, having trouble with. But is it absolutely necessary? No. These show you the obstacle. They just don't take a picture. It just gives you a random thing, says there's an obstacle there. So yeah, these I've been testing these. I've been using these. These are excellent robot vacuum cleaners. I highly, highly recommend them. Bought them with my own money. Would I spend $900? Yes, that's an amazing buy for $900. The amount of technology you're getting, hot water, hot air, dirt detect sensor, you don't get chassis lift, you don't get a camera, but that's nice. You get all of the mop extend and side brush extend. This one, you're paying $100 more for looks. That's it. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I use affiliate links. So if you could, underneath the video, you'll see links to where it'll take you to Amazon. And if you end up purchasing the product from Amazon, the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these videos. I love what I do. It's my full-time job. I'm working overtime right now. I'm working 9, 10 hours a day because of the sales. These things are constantly going on sales at such random times. I might be hurrying the videos a little bit. I feel like I can hurry these videos because I'm confident they're working good. It's a good robot. I don't have to do hours upon hours of testing on it. I think it's going to be really good. I'm going to take them to my house. I need a new one upstairs and downstairs. So they'll be going to the house. And if you want to check back, I'll do the 3-month real world test, and we'll see exactly how it did for 3 months. That's a good testing. And I'm doing some new testing down in the basement, some long-term durability testing. So check that out for the future. The J15's already failed. The X10's already failed. The J15's doing okay, but the 3SI hasn't failed, but it's really shown how it's not a very good robot. So anyway, I really do appreciate everybody's support. Love what I do. I couldn't do it without your support. I get paid from YouTube for YouTube ads, and I get paid from affiliate links. So when you purchase a product and you click on my link, I get a small commission from the sale. Again, none of this you're seeing in the video would be possible without those 2 revenue streams, and I really, really do appreciate it. Again, times have changed. Sales aren't once or twice a year. They're at this random times, and I want to help people as much as I can. So I think by getting the video out, if they see that it's on sale, at least they might try to research it. But I want to help people with showing them where the sales are. If anybody can think of something how to do that. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Maybe it's there. I don't understand those platforms the best. So anyway, I'm always looking for help. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks again.